Vivo X Fold 5 is a foldable that can be used like a regular smartphone. Vivo showed us foldables can be powerful and a tough match for the candy bar phones with the X Fold 3 Pro, and now it is back with the sequel in the form of the X Fold 5. The new form factor has gotten lighter without compromising on the other essentials like displays, battery, and even the cameras. Priced at Rs 1,49,999, the X Fold 5 undercuts its closest rival by around 30,000 rupees, but that also means you get the year-old Snapdragon flagship chipset under the hood. But does the all-round package of the X Fold 5 give it the right push to become a strong contender to be your regular device? We used the foldable as our primary device for a few weeks to find the answer. The light and portable, the X Fold 5 dimensions have come down, just like the new Galaxy Z Fold 7 from Samsung. The Vivo Foldable offers 4.3mm in the unfolded state, and 9.2mm when you fold it. It also weighs 217 grams, which is a big drop from the 239 grams on the X Fold 3 Pro version. Basically, the new design tweaks have made the X Fold 5 friendlier inside the pocket and even when you have to hold it for use. We were comfortably able to hold it in one hand, without feeling any heaviness or bulkiness. This is the closest a foldable has come to being as compact as a regular smartphone. It also gets IP58 and IP59 rating to protect against dust and high-pressure water jets. The back panel is made of glass fiber, which does get slippery, and the giant camera module makes its presence felt with the protrusion. You can clearly see the USB-C port being as slim as the device, and that shows the amount of engineering that has made it possible to make the X Fold 5 the way it is this year. The speakers are loud, but we would have liked them to offer more punch and details. The dual display show the X Fold 5 covers the display basics quite well. You have a 6.53-inch LTPO AMOLED cover display with 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10 and even Dolby Vision. The inner 8.03-inch AMOLED display also gets all these features. The screen protection on the cover is also quite reliable, and a few drops on the ground is a testament to those claims. The end result is a functional cover screen that lets you do most of the work. Be it picking up calls, checking social media, or browsing the web. You can even reply to messages without unfolding the screen. When you do that, the luxury of having an 8-inch screen estate opens up new avenues, and not just limited to watching videos or movies. The displays are crisp, the colors are punchy, and viewing them is not an issue for the eyes. The power you get. Vivo seems to have played the smart move by using last year's Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipset with 16GB RAM instead of upgrading to the 8 Elite version. It saves on the higher cost of the latest SoC, and seems to be using that to make other aspects better. The raw performance of the 8 Gen 3 is hard to question, but when you are looking to buy the latest flagship device, people generally expect to have the latest of everything. Having said that, the 8 Gen 3 running on the X Fold 5 is no slouch, and with 16 gigs on board along with 512GB storage, you will never feel wanting for power. You get some heating while using the camera or making a video call, but the general feedback of the hardware will not give you complaints. When you combine the setup with the Foldable OS 15 version on this device, you see new ways to multitask. The Origin Workbench is a unique twist that lets you access multiple apps on the big screen, and all of them are running in the foreground. Let's say you have YouTube, Docs, and Mail open through the panel, the video will be audible, and the inbox will refresh right in front of you. You get a panel at the top of the screen, and once you enable the feature from the settings, the Workbench mode works to a good effect. Unlike Samsung, Vivo is only offering 4 OS upgrades for its foldable, and not really a flagship class support these days. The Foldable OS 15 still feels limiting, and it needs some level of polishing to make it as intuitive as the One UI version. The Zeiss effect. Vivo is offering a triple camera setup on the X Fold 5, which gets you a 50MP wide sensor with OIS, a 50MP periscope telephoto lens with OIS, and a 50MP ultra-wide-angle lens. The Zeiss optics sensor delivers clear, detailed photos with good dynamic range. The low-light imaging is also quite effective with the right amount of shadows not letting the details go away. Having OIS on the periscope lens also gives you stable shots even when you have to be at a distance from the subject to clearly get the frame. The ultra-wide is the weak of the trio, and its color inconsistency can be annoying at times. The skin tones are mostly placid, but you can turn off the mode to get better details in portraits and selfies. The foldable that lasts while Samsung has played it safe with a 4,400 mAh unit on the Galaxy Z Fold 7. Vivo offers a silicone carbon 6,000 mAh battery that supports 80W wired and 40W wireless charging speeds. You even get the charger in the box, which Samsung doesn't. This is the biggest battery we have seen on a Fold till date, and the results were evident. The PC Mark score of 20 hours doesn't really justify its real-life usage endurance, but nevertheless it is better than other foldables. Swipe left for next video. We got close to 8 hours of screen and time with moderate usage of Wi-Fi, 5G, surfing the web, using social media and more. While pushing the device further with heavy usage of mobile hotspot gave us figures of around 4 hours, which is equally decent. The built-in battery can go up to 100% in less than an hour, which most people would love for its size. Vivo X Fold 5 is a solid upgrade on the X Fold 3 Pro version and a strong contender to rival the Galaxy Z Fold 7. It has the right dimensions, the displays are impressive, and even the cameras show their worth. Yes, the use of last year's chipset will have some of you apprehensive, but the performance is not lacking. Latest blogs.